find out where these clowns are.
You're telling me that facing charges means that a warrant is issued, but you've not been arrested.
When you are
yet.
facing charges, you are, hence, even if you are not arrested yet, if there is an arrest warrant out,
Steve.
and you are being, charges are being brought against you, they do not stop the moment you are arrested. There's still charges against you. You just haven't gone to a court of law to see the outcome. Mr. King, maybe you can clarify. They are trying to twist the words of the Constitution to fit. They want the three of them.
I just want to know what the difference is.
I have not wanted. I have been asked.
I just want to know what the difference is between somebody having to face criminal charges and criminal charges being brought against somebody.
What I mean, what are you trying to get at here? Is my question. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, sir. I'm Brandon Kenny. How are you, District Attorney?
So
nice to meet you.
So this man over here is saying that in the Constitution, and I believe it is written in the Constitution, that whenever charges are brought against a justice, the justice is to be removed. So we're trying to clarify, because also it says when a justice is facing charges, they are to be suspended, but whenever their charges are brought against them, they are to be removed.
Right. So right now, James Martinez should be in a suspended status. He cannot act as a justice right now. Just because they've been charged does not mean they've been convicted of a crime. It would be, unconstitutional for us to fire him just because of a warrant that was served, because the courts always assume everybody to be innocent until proven guilty. So he's by default innocent, and we can't fire a guy for no reason if he's innocent.
So what exactly happened?
So you just I know you came in late. You just kind of proved my point for me. You're directly contradicting what Judge Harrington is saying.
Okay, and if he agrees with you, then I'll concede my points. That's fine.
Sorry about that, Judge. I didn't.
I will agree with the suspension.
And I don't have an issue with
if I'm wrong, I'm fine with it.
Because obviously it's a conflict for him to be working and ruling on law.
Yeah, sorry.
We need to decide if, we as a community, I'm not saying either side has, made any kind of vote yet, but when we're making a decision on, his guilt or his innocence, obviously that's when somebody would be most provoked to act in their own self-interest. Mm-hmm. So I think
right. So
with him being suspended.
Okay? So we've got that established. He's suspended. Got it. That kind of comes with the territory. It's just like if I was to be arrested on a warrant, I would be suspended as well until the outcome of the case.
Let me ask you something. If you were arrested, would you expect a special treatment trial where the three of these men were to look at your case and judge you if you were guilty?
No. My question is, have any of you been to law school?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Mr. Moskowitz paid the bond of the defendant, so there's an inherent conflict of interest already.
Did he really? Oh,
I have not been told
yeah, there's no
that.
Conflict there, Mr. Moskowitz, huh? Yeah, the three of you would make great judges on a criminal trial.
I had nothing to do with that, so you can't say the three
No,
of us.
no, and I understand, but the two of you, as I understand it, were appointed. So that also causes conflict in my mind, at least. I don't know if you agree.
Right, you were appointed by the person that you would be trying.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think us being appointed, I'm not for sure, but I believe that was a decision by the general, not just one judge.
No, that's incorrect. James Martinez did do that. I can. Tupa, were you involved in any of that appointment stuff?
I was asked about it. Why?
But you weren't involved, correct? Like in the appointments and who got appointed. James, it was just you that appointed these guys, right?
think an important part here has to be brought up, though, is shouldn't really be arguing this at all, since
Nice.
you're actually trying to get Martinez's position.
Who, me? Who's trying to
Yeah,
get?
you're more than welcome to think that, but that's not why we're here.
No, we're not here at all to vie for the Chief Justice position right now.
Well, it's an inherent conflict of interest.
Well, Tanner's just a witness in the case. He's not trying the case.
Well, he shouldn't be here at all, then.
Why not? It's an open public meeting.
Right now,
I'm the one that filed the motion. I'm here to defend it.
He's trying.
He wasn't here.
He's been browbeating them into making
Okay.
decisions that he wants.
Okay, now I'm here, so I will do this,
He's more than welcome to take over.
yeah, on my own. So again, Mr. Martinez, did you appoint these guys yourself, or was there like a panel? I don't remember how this happened.
Committee's approval gave me permissions to appoint with the approval.
Appoint people that were interested, though, right? Okay. So the way that stands right now is you two were appointed by the defendant right now, or the soon-to-be defendant, and then of course you've been elected. So there's a huge conflict here because now you guys are trying a case for a guy that appointed you, and then of course you paid his bond and all that stuff, and you guys are good friends, and I would raise that in court as a major conflict and have the whole panel tossed and have the case retried under a different person. So all I'm specifically asking is that the assistant district attorney, who has absolutely no involvement in this case, he doesn't even know anything about it other than the fact that it's going on, because I've made it a point not to speak with him about it due to the nature of what's going on, be appointed for this case as a special judge to try this case. Once he's done, he comes back down as the assistant district attorney. If Mr. Martinez is cleared, he goes back to his justice spot. Tanner would go back to his judge spot. And the only reason I'm asking for this is because Tanner's a witness in the case. He can't try the case. Of course, Mr. Martinez is the one the case is against. He obviously can't try the case. So Mr. Berry reviewed the warrant. He's my other prosecutor, and that leaves Shayne, who is completely unbiased at this point to the case. He hasn't even read the warrant.
Okay, and so I have one more question. I think I
Sure.
don't know about these guys, but I have one question. So if Mr. Martinez does get tried and does get proven guilty, he is removed. Who would be in his place? Would that be another vote, or?
That would be up to you guys, I think. I would not have a problem with you guys discussing that. It may be something we can all discuss in another emergency session. At that point in time, though, Tanner would be the one in charge of the Justice Department at that point until we get somebody else appointed.
That was my only question. Do you guys have any more questions?
Well, I would pose the same question to Mr. Kenny that I did to Judge Harrington,
Sure.
which is simply, can you define impeachment for me?
I mean, we're not talking impeachment right now. We're talking a criminal trial.
But can you just define impeachment for me? Just answer that question.
What do you? I don't understand what you're trying to get at here.
All right. What I'm getting at is impeachment is the act of bringing criminal charges against an official.
According to
That's-
what document? What are you
that,
referencing?
according to the dictionary.
Which dictionary?
Any authoritative source on the definition of
I mean-
words. Pick one.
Would you like me to look it up on Webster? I've got a
Sure.
dictionary
Sure.
somewhere.
Yeah, there might be one behind the desk over there. I mean, why are you asking me to define it if you already know? What are you trying to get at here? That's what I'm asking.
What I'm getting at is that it is not outside of the role of the legislature to sit and decide on cases where it's an official of the government that is having criminal charges.
So,
brought against them.
let me
That goes to
explain
the
something to
definition
you.
of impeachment.
Let me explain something to you, okay? Impeachment is different than criminal trial, okay? So, impeachment is just
I know that. Impeachment
let
is
me
bringing
finish what I'm saying,
charges
Mr. Moskowitz. All right, impeachment is simply a decision to remove or keep, a person. That decision comes from you guys. Now, criminal trial,
that's
let me
correct.
finish. Let me finish. I'm coming to a point here, I promise. All right. Criminal trial is me. Like I don't care if he is The president, I don't care if he's a council member, I don't care if he's a judge, I don't care if he's Tupa, I don't care if he's doing criminal acts. I'm going to bring him on criminal charges, and it will be tried in a criminal court, which the legislative branch has nothing to do with. Now, in order to impeach, we can't impeach a guy that didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? So in order to impeach, he would first have to be convicted, and then it would go to you guys to decide on impeachment.
So may I say the definition according
Sure.
to your dictionary, which I believe is Merriam-Webster?
Sure.
The definition, according to this, is to charge a public official with a crime done while in office. And if you want the full definition, A is to bring an accusation against, B to charge with a crime or misdemeanor, specifically to charge a public official before a competent tribunal with misconduct in office.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can present the warrant, and I did say that in my motion that I would present whatever evidence and answer whatever questions you guys have. So, you know, if you want to impeach prior to trial, that's fine. Impeachment doesn't always mean removal.
Right, but the point I'm getting at is it does always mean to bring charges against.
Right, but you don't try the charges.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. You are not qualified to try anything in a criminal court.
So let's frame this, because I asked Judge Harrington this question as well. Are you going to tell me that the United States, for example, which we base a lot of our laws on, that Congress is not competent to try the president in the case of criminal misconduct?
Absolutely. Congress is not.
You'd be wrong.
Okay, tell me any time where Congress has ever sat on a criminal trial for a president.
In any case of impeachment,
It would go to the judiciary branch. Congress will decide on impeachment. That's absolutely correct. Congress would decide on impeachment, but they would not decide on anything criminal. Impeachment is up to you. You guys want to impeach him? I don't care. You guys do whatever you do. That's fine. Woohoo, yay. But I'm still going to put him on the stand in a criminal trial. That's what's going to happen. And you guys cannot try a criminal trial. Not only are you not qualified to try a criminal trial, but you're also, we've already pointed out the conflict of interest.
Mind if I just want to?
Yeah, I'm open to discussion here. So
that your
this guy's a fucking
assertion that
wild.
the United States Congress, to use them as an example again, would not be qualified to try the President of the United States on criminal charges would be incorrect, because the very fact of the matter is that the House of Representatives in the United States impeaches, and the Senate of the United States are the ones who sit on the tribunal, as Revy mentioned, and are the ones who ultimately decide the verdict of said criminal case. It never goes in front of anyone in the judiciary.
The Congress cannot put somebody in prison. Congress cannot put anybody in prison. House, Senate, I don't care. They cannot put anybody in prison. That's what I'm here for. Prison sentences. I don't care what, if we convict him, let's say we do convict him, and, the Constitution says whatever it is, it's not my job to come to you guys and say, remove him. It's your job to hold your own special session and do what you got to do. At that point, my job is done, and it goes to you guys to decide if you're going to uphold the Constitution or if you're going to make some sort of case law decision, if you will, to say, these weren't tough enough charges. We still need, that comes to you to decide whether he's removed or not, because it's your job to interpret the Constitution in the way that the legislative branch does. It's his job to interpret the Constitution in a way that a criminal court would need to see. That's the same job he has here, and so if you guys want to impeach, that's fine. Go ahead and decide to impeach. I don't care, but I'm still putting him on criminal trial.
See, but what I believe
you're not. What's going on is you're not separating impeachment from criminal trials. You know what I mean? It does not. It does not matter who it is.
From removal, impeachment.
I don't care. Listen, Leonard. I don't care if he gets removal. Did I ever ask for a removal?
Two completely different things. No, but
no, I didn't. So why are we talking about it?
I'm talking about impeachment. I'm not talking about removal.
So what are you trying to get at here? I don't understand. Do you want to try this case? Because if so, then I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to walk right up here, say, People of the county, my name's Brandon Kinney, District Attorney. There's a conflict with Mr. Leonard Moskowitz because he has a personal interest in Mr. James Martinez, as identified as paying his bond. Mr. James Martinez appointed Percy Hempstead and Rivai Fucano as, members of this panel, and I believe that there's an extreme conflict of interest and extreme bias in this courtroom right now, and I would ask for a recess and a reconsideration.
So why not the committee?
Well, let me flip it around real quick. You leave us with one person, the only person in the entire judicial branch who you claim it has no conflict of interest and no alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Why not the committee? The committee. They voted on us. Why can't they vote on this? I mean, that's my next question.
Because we're all here. We have a council right here in front of us. It's not, the committee is there for when we don't have you guys, or we need something, done that, it is what it is. The committee is not going to overstep you guys in cases like this. We have plenty of resources, we have plenty of people, and we have a person that's qualified, competent, and necessary to continue forward with this trial.
The question, because I just been thinking about the possible options, because you said Rivai was the only option, so.
What's the issue with Shayne right now? Is there, let's get with that real quick.
I don't have any issue personally.
Okay.
I don't have an issue, and I haven't really been opposing. I've just been trying to find.
I understand
because I would like more people to
I'm
observe
all
on the
for
case.
finding a solution that
So what else do you propose? One solution that I'm not going to go for is the three of you trying a criminal case, or anybody who's unqualified.
I agree to that now. Like, I believe that your points are entirely correct, and I honestly agree with you.
So what else do you propose?
Well, one thing I suggest.
I've submitted my proposal of Shayne. I'm ready for your counter.
I would be open to him sitting on a panel with us, on the tribunal with us.
No.
For what purpose?
Or for what are very obviously impeachment proceedings.
Okay, Leonard, I don't have one bit of issue with that. I don't at all, because I don't have anything to do with impeachment proceedings. If you'd like him to sit the panel, that's fine, but it will have to.
Criminal charges.
Right, but I don't decide impeachment. I don't decide it at all. I brought the criminal charges, and I'm going to try it in criminal court, and that's it.
Impeachment isn't a decision. Impeachment is the act of bringing criminal charges.
Right, which I don't conduct said act. Okay, so I impeached him then. Now what? You decide whether the impeachment sticks and he leaves. Okay, cool. Now it's out of my hands and it's into yours, but he's still going to criminal trial. And you guys can't try a criminal trial. If you want Shayne to sit on the board, and that's fine, but
okay, your assertion is that it wouldn't be up to the legislature to put someone in jail. So
correct. You don't have the authority to restrict someone's liberty.
So then, would you be okay with us determining his guilt or innocence, and if he's guilty, you determine his punishment?
No, because that requires interpretation of law, and you guys are not qualified to do so.
Effectively asking me to let you guys make decisions, and then under my authority allow you to put people in prison.
Considering you saying you're the only witness to this, it's kind of suspect.
He's not the only witness, and we're not talking about the case right now, Mr. Hempstead.
You brought it up. I'm sorry, I didn't bring that.
I didn't say I didn't even bring up witness, Mr.
Yeah, sorry, Darkin. I
did.
don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I can fix that.
Okay, yeah.
So what's the next solution? What do you guys got? Let's discuss.
I don't have any more suggestions. I'm pretty
honestly, I don't have any more suggestions either.
So
I'm just going off of what the United States does, because we base a lot of our
okay, I don't give two shits what the United States does. This is your county.
I agree with you on the fact that the U.S. Senate and general legislative branch do not put people in prison. Let's see. Name off a president that's gotten impeached.
Bill Clinton.
Like what, 2 or 3? Okay, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, they didn't get thrown in prison by the legislative branch. There's 2 different trials for criminal and impeachment. One that goes to prison and one that gets kicked out of office.
Right. The one that gets kicked out of office, that's your duty. I'm still putting criminal charges on him, whether you decide to follow through with my start of impeachment or not.
I agree with you entirely on that.
I'll agree that I started the impeachment process. That's fine. Now it's on to you guys.
Unless we can find another solution.
Well, we have well,
the original petition, which is
here's another solution. I'm gonna say this. Mike Steele is out of this solution because he's representing him, but we do have 2 other attorneys on the island.
Who are the other attorneys?
Eric Morrow, who's been completely absent, and Jeff Skinner, who has who's sitting on 2 current lawsuits and has failed to respond to any of them. So Morrow's out. So we're looking at Shayne or Jeff Skinner.
You know, I reached my conclusion a long time ago. I don't know about any of these 2 guys next to me, but I feel ready to vote.
I mean, it's on the issue of the immediate action that was put forth in front of us. I'm ready to vote on that.
And do you have a? Never mind. Against the last.
I don't know why that keeps pausing, Darkin. It's annoying.
Can I ask everyone to leave
Yes.
the room for a moment, just so we can vote in private?
Sure.
Headache after headache.
By the way, I asked for police to come in.
That's alright.
Hey, gentlemen, make sure you're talking quietly.
I don't have any issue with that. I don't know why this keeps pausing like this.
Mr. Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Not much, just saying hi.
Hey. Oh, you get everything. Oh, this is politics and lawyer stuff.
Yeah, I'm just sitting up here.
Very interesting to me, but some people find it very boring. So.
Yeah, I like a good debate.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to be strong when you're doing it. So.
Most definitely.
Not yet.
Gabriel, are you guys watching Netflix? Is your mom still out here? Turn that off, please. That's why. That's why it keeps pausing, because Netflix is running. What's up, Tanner?
If they decide they're going to do a criminal trial.
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
This department won't accept their verdict.
No. No, you will have to veto that.
Man tried to sell me drugs.
Would you guys quit horsing around?
Tried to sell me drugs.
Y'all quit acting.
Why'd you do that? That was his minor
No,
consent.
Somebody needs to take a drink. You can hear some coughing. Mikey, how are you?
Hello,
Good to see you,
hello,
Mike.
gentlemen.
Good to see you. It's been a long time.
They say they were ready.
And those ones, just nice.
Didn't hear
I'm
anything.
just always home. They
I
want
didn't
me to
either.
say.
A bunch of people started walking back in.
Oh, okay.
It did, sir. Oh, I'm loving the suit and the glasses. It was very nice with the mohawk.
Yeah. What's your name?
It's McTavish and yours.
Mr. McTavish. Well, what's your first name?
Oh, man. I do believe we've met a few times. I'm not sure.
Maybe. You said you're Scotty? Say your first name was Scott?
Yes. Yes, indeed. No, I've not been in town for so long. Everyone's face
Yeah.
to me.
I couldn't tell through the helmet, so it's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
Hi, person.
Hey, holy shit, Steve, I haven't seen you for a while. No, I barely recognize you, man. Like, what's up, man? Oh shit!
Darkin
Is
looks like
it
I
real or is it
might have been able to catch up to it.
Well,
So they were
congrats,
running
man.
Netflix behind me and I didn't
Congrats.
know it.
I
So.
didn't even know you wanted that thing.
Didn't, man, but certain circumstances I had to, so.
Oh, oh well, good for you, man. I'm like, as long as it makes you happy, man.
Yeah,
Good.
man, I'm trying to be a everybody can fucking go to if they got a problem, man. Not the one that
No,
goes
this
to
is why I got
counseling
out of
or
politics.
You got tired of me
48 hours from when the decision is reached. And we have voted that Shayne does be appointed as the temporary judge for this case.
Okay, thank you.
And so we won't step on your toes with regards to criminal punishment. If there are any, you don't step on our toes as far as impeachment and removal.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone else have anything to say? Okay, I believe this meeting is dismissed.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a nice day, everybody.
Take care.
See, we won.
I don't know, but I
How's
just
it
got
going,
hit by a
Scotty?
fucking ambulance. I feel great.